say that.
But you gonna admit it though.
Totally different.
I would cheat.
You would cheat multiple times.
That's not a Scorpio trait. They're very loyal.
The person's red flag.
And
you down.
No, you
what
said
are you working on?
You said what are my red flags
What
that
are your
I
red
see?
flags?
Oh, your red flags. Now she acting like you. She said that a man spent $700 on her on a first date.
What?
And I ain't gonna lie to me.
What's his name?
Whoa. You having a ball this episode. You've been waiting for this. You have been waiting for this.
Hey, yo.
It's only right.
I feel like it's only gonna be like a
It was
2-second
deserved.
podcast.
A woman with 9 months left to live asked her husband if she can sleep with her ex one last time.
I got two questions.
Yeah, let's start with you. What you doing as the man?
No. I got two questions. Do you think she's right? And would y'all do that?
I don't think she's right. I think that's
She got 9 months
messed
left.
up. Why would you get into a relationship if you still want to sleep with your ex?
No. The situation is because she about to die. This is her last
Right,
wish.
which means that she still has
Why you
lingering
laughing?
feelings to her ex.
Yo.
That's a crazy last wish.
Would you be okay with that as a man? As a man, would you be okay with that? Would you let? She's dying, right? So you say
I mean, I don't really got a choice.
you do have a choice.
You don't got a choice.
What do you mean?
How am I going to stop her?
No, it's that simple.
I mean, I think I would, yeah.
If because you're dying,
I mean, we're going to break up, but then, like, go ahead, do your thing.
I mean, she got 9 months, so
Yeah.
YOLO. She can do whatever she wants.
See, the thing with
At
that
that
is-
point, she shouldn't even ask for permission.
because she's gonna die in 9 months anyways.
Man, she's
Like, she's gonna die in like 9 months. So I'm not speaking on like that's what I'll do, but I'm just saying, coming from a place of no judgment. If that's like your thought, your last thought, that's what you want to do, then just do that shit. Like, you don't even gotta. You're gonna die in 9 months. You're gonna do all the stuff that you want to do, like everything that you want to do. And if that's her thought, that's her thought. Do it. Like,
So you think she shouldn't even just say nothing? She should just go
she
and
should
do
just
it.
do it.
but I mean, like, inform the person. But
No,
I don't think she should.
Like, don't inform
Well, like
me.
you said, Chris, that means
Don't
you would have
ask-
no choice.
Don't ask no permission. You're asking for permission for something that you have a timeline. So like,
I'd rather not know, to be honest.
Seriously,
Don't tell me.
Don't tell me at all.
I think in the article, she said that her ex was her most, like, physically compatible partner. I'm pretty sure.
I was just gonna say, like, as a man, how do you think you would handle that?
I'm going to be pissed off at first, and then I'm going to be like, go do you.
You gonna die anyways.
I'm going to be honest. I would do the same. If she wasn't, like, my physically compatible partner the most, I would ask and be like, yo, can I hook up with my ex? One last hoorah. Are you kidding me?
you would ask. or
Okay,
you would just do
but
it.
you gotta think.
Well, if we're married, I would respectfully ask.
That's so disrespectful. I don't know.
I'd be sick.
situation.
I'd be sick if I hear
I'd be
my
sick.
wife dying, and then she like, I'm
Sick.
trying to go see her ex.
Sick.
What?
You don't want to go to Disney World?
What?
You don't want to go see the Grand Canyon?
Go
wanna
kiss your kids,
You
bitch.
want to go have sex with your ex?
I'm gonna read off something else because we gotta reintroduce ourselves. We got a single mother in the building, okay?
I'm so dead. Point me out.
And we also got a single non-mother in the building. So we were doing our research. I was actually asking a couple women who are also single mothers their opinion on a man's perspective of like how men view single mothers. One woman said, and like I said, just give your opinion on this. She said, I hate how men allow their baby mothers to be a single mother instead of helping as much as they can.
I honestly can't even say anything bad because both my perspectives are good. My son's father is amazing and he helps me with everything. So I
Please,
literally
good perspectives are welcome.
cannot complain at all. And I've also been in a relationship with somebody who has done a lot for their baby mother, even when she didn't deserve it. And so I feel like for women, when you go into a relationship and have a child, you are making a conscious decision that at some point you may not be with that person forever. So yes, that person has to be accountable for their child, but nobody is essentially supposed to give you anything for your kid. yes, it does take a village to raise a child, and it is much easier to raise a child with support and have two parents. And I'm not saying that a man shouldn't be in a child's life, because that's a non-negotiable. A man should always be in a child's life, no matter what. You helped create that child, you need to be there and take care of that child.
Do you feel like a lot of women are stuck relying on themselves?
For sure, men definitely do not pick up any of the slack that most women pick up as mothers. And it's usually 50-50 these days, and mothers are still left to pick up the slack.
Do you think that's self-inflicted though? Like having a poor choice in men?
Yes and no.
Why are you smiling? You got a smirk on your face.
Yes and no.
Okay. That's accountability right there. I respect that.
Feel like you kind of can see what the guy is going to be when you have that conversation of having children, or if he already has a child. Mm-hmm. Also, too, if it's your first time having kids, you don't know what the heck to expect.
Right. Like who you choose. You choose Definitely. This person. At one point in time, you felt like you wanted to share with this person. You wanted to be with this person. So if you made that choice, if it was a mistake, you still need to ride with that person and do it. Whether, like, I've been on the other side. Like, I've been on the side where I've dated someone and then they had, like, a baby mom. Mm-hmm. And, like, she was, like, crazy, but I was still, like, support her, help her.
So would you do it again?
I mean, I feel like whoever I'm going to be with, I probably think that we're going to start together, because then we have all those firsts together. Like,
it's kind of hard these days. A lot of people got kids.
I mean, I'm willing to compromise, but I'm just saying from my point of view right now, where I'm at, like, I feel like I bring so much to the table. So
what you bring to the table?
I bring a lot to the table.
So you 50-50?
I said we got to match energy. If you come into my life, you got to, like, be able to, like, give me what I already got. I don't like the 50-50. If I'm already doing good and you coming in, you got to add to my life. I'm going to do for you too. I'm going to ride for you. But I believe in an alpha man and a provider. And if you're able to make me tone myself down to be up under you, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot. Because I'm like, not saying like you got to wine and dine me. No, I'm talking about like you got to show me that you're that position. Like you got to show me that you're responsible to be like over me. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm not going to bow down to a bum. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen.
Okay. So
what defines a bum to you though?
If you're not willing to like be an entrepreneur, if you're not willing to like boss up, if you're not willing to like have that state of mind to want to be like better than what, like.
You think a lot of men are intimidated by you?
I do. Very much.
I know that's for a fact.
You got 100.
Yeah. That boss mentality. A lot of men can't handle that.
Yeah. It's very hard.
The man that matches your energy, is it hard to maintain him?
If I meet a man who's alpha enough to make me tone myself down, I'm going to play my role and I'm going to be where I'm supposed to be.
Have you met one?
I would say not the perfect one.
Not the one?
Okay, like I said, I don't think so.
Okay. You have met good candidates, but not everybody has checked off the boxes.
I won't even say it's a box. Like I said, you just got to be enough. You got to be enough to make me tone down. Because like you said, do I intimidate men? I want a man who, when I'm saying all of my stuff and saying everything, they're like, ooh, I want to get her. I want her. Like, yeah, she's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, that's what I want. I want you. That's the person I want. I don't want oh, nah, she too much. I can't. Let me.
Yeah, like the type of man that believes in your vision and like, oh my God, like I see her vision. I want to put her in a better position so she can make it.
What are some red flags you're willing to look past in a relationship?
You don't look past red flags. Red flags always become problems later on. That's why
there's compromise in relationships.
No, there's not.
There's there is.
I think there's compromise.
There's definitely compromises in relationships.
There's no compromise?
There's definitely, okay, I'm sorry. In successful relationships, there's definitely compromise.
I think there's
Define
compromise.
the compromise.
The only reason why I say I think it's compromise because, like you said, there's nobody perfect. So I feel like you kind of got to tweak a few things in order for it to, but I'm not talking about those red flag things because you got like, okay, you got red flags and then you got like a little
beige flag.
Okay, so
what's the beige flags?
I don't know.
Maybe somebody that like has a lot of traumas and triggers, but essentially like they can communicate them, but they just have a hard time expressing themselves.
Do you think everybody has trauma these days?
Absolutely.
Everybody
has trauma.
I don't know. Trauma sounds like very brutal.
It does.
I don't think everyone's had a very, very brutal situation, but I think everybody has an experience that hurt them.
Well, that is essentially trauma. Trauma doesn't.
That is true.
People consider trauma as like, oh my God, like my mother died.
Everybody got
my
a story.
father died.
Trauma sound like you're not ready for a relationship.
That sounds bad. I think everybody got a story.
Everybody's been through something that's hurt them bad enough to make them think like, I'm not going to act this way or do this again.
Honestly, like I hear the word trauma and like it makes me want to run.
It does.
So that it's, I don't know. It just, for me, it sounds like it's in a negative light, but everybody does have a story. So I'm open to hearing like what your past was. And then we can, I move with that. Like how
I have a question.
How we move forward.
As a man, if a woman tells you that she has a lot of baggage or like maybe she has a lot of trauma, would that make you more open to wanting to give her more security, or would that make you kind of like want to withdraw from the relationship?
I would be open to hearing about it.
Yeah.
But it depends what it is.
You think she's just like damaged goods?
Everybody got their story, so I don't want to, judge her or nothing. But if you got like, parents who beat you.
What's our red flags?
Damn, straight to it.
Yeah.
Things like that.
I don't know. Maybe just like if she needs constant reassurance, like I have to constantly tell her she look good. Like if you don't truly believe you look good, no matter how many times I tell you it, every day, like it's never gonna. You have to believe that.
Here we go with that everyday stuff.
Oh yeah.
I remember
She
that.
need a good morning text every single day.
Good morning, sweetheart.
You shot yourself in the foot last time.
Sunshine, beautiful princess. I love you.
Cut out off the roster.
That's when you were viral.
Yeah,
Good morning, queen.
exactly.
What? I'm sorry.
Slept like a queen.
From what
Which
you
one are
know
your
of
red
yourself,
flags?
what do you think your red flags are? What are things that you do in a relationship that you know cause the demise of a relationship?
Oh, I thought you were asking what are red flags for a woman.
No, for you.
For me.
Yeah.
For
What are
you.
your?
I got commitment issues. I ain't gonna lie.
Really?
I got commitment
What
issues.
about it? Like, what is the commitment? Like just
'Cause I'm
staying
a-
with one girl?
No. Like, I am a long-term type of person. Mm-hmm. And I usually, if I'm with one person, I usually fall for that one person.
Mm-hmm.
But then I start to realize the long-term of
Of
it.
it? So for you,
I don't
it's
know if
the
I'm ready for
intensity.
that.
You don't know how to maintain the long-term relationship.
I don't need it. I'm not really, like, I'm not bouncing around with a bunch of different women. Like, I've never had that issue.
When the intensity dies, the relationship dies.
The intensity not even dying. It's more so the intensity picking up. And the pressure that comes with it, I can't really handle long-term.
Selling dreams.
Avoidant attachment.
And breaking hearts.
Here we go.
Avoidant attachment.
That boy sell dreams.
I don't mean to
and
do it.
he break
I
hearts.
don't mean to do it.
Avoidant
But you've seen
attachment.
it. You've seen it. A lot of girls be falling in love super quick, and it puts a lot of pressure.
And
It does put a lot of pressure.
This is where
But that's because if you're a natural people pleaser, you tell women what they want to hear, even if you do essentially want to give it to them, but you over deliver and under give.
Sometimes.
You-
But you've seen it. You've seen it.
Your best friend knows.
They also paint a picture in their head of me
They do.
that I'm not at that point yet.
Because
They
you don't even
That's
try to
what you show
clarify it though.
them.
This is where the selling dreams
That's
and breaking
what you show
hearts.
them.
it's lust.
He know when a girl catches feelings.
What's that, baby? Too
I'm talking about before that. I'll admit that part of me.
Nah, you definitely sell
You-
dreams.
Well,
Yeah,
Chris, you seem to know so much about
100%.
Kaz's red flags. But you don't know any about your
I don't
own.
know mine. I don't because I don't.
I find that very ironic.
You need me to explain for
I don't
you?
know
Go
mine.
ahead, Kaz. Help him.
He don't know my
ahead.
red flags.
I could name a couple.
If Chris was in a relationship, best believe he definitely cheating on that girl.
Damn.
I thought that was going
You
to
gonna say
totally
that?
different way.
You gonna say that?
But you gonna admit it though.
Totally different
I would
way.
cheat.
You would cheat multiple times.
That's not a Scorpio trait. They're very loyal. That's not a Scorpio trait.
Yeah, but a Scorpio trait is being sneaky. And
But
that's
he's gonna tell her that he's gonna go cheat. He'll be like, "Hey, baby, I'm about to leave the house and go cheat." But best believe if you with that man,
So why don't you just be in an open relationship?
You believe that? Wow, you really entertain that. That's crazy.
they know the podcast. They know
damn.
they know the podcast.
I would never
I mean,
do
you're
that.
not correcting him, so I'm just sitting here listening.
Nah, no. I'll be for real. Like, I would never cheat. I would break up with the girl before I go cheat on her.
Babe, we gotta break up. Sorry.
I found
What's
another
that
one.
reason?
Because lying to me takes 1,000 times more energy than just telling you the truth. So if I cheat on a girl and then I gotta hide that, it's like, I don't know. It's just weight in my head. I have to worry about that. It'll give me anxiety. Instead of I could just tell you it like,
So you never cheated?
no, I've never cheated. But I just
never
would. Not a lot of
before.
people have that in them to just break up before they go cheat. They rather just hide it.
And who wants to do that?
Cheers to us. Never cheated.
Yeah, I'll give you that. He's a
job,
pretty
Oh,
damn.
you never cheated either?
I've never cheated.
Oh, congratulations.
No,
I
Kaz
just-
is actually wholesome.
For real.
So what about y'all? What's
Yeah.
your red
I don't have
flags?
any. I have
Oh
many.
yeah, we definitely gonna start with you. You're not avoiding this neither.
Shoot.
I need a good morning text every day.
I will say that because of my trauma, I can be insecure due to my past. And I will say that I have possibly created scenarios in my past relationships due to my insecurities. And it probably caused the demise of my relationship, just not being able to trust my partner, constantly going through his phone, disrespecting him.
Going through the phone.
I'm sorry.
We established this already. I'm going through the phone.
That's my
we
red
already
flag.
established this. I already established this.
But I mean, like, still? I thought you was healing.
I thought you were
When-
healing.
when did you-
When did I say I was
Yo,
healing?
when I think she came on last October. It's been almost a year.
There is something that is brought to my attention.
Okay.
And a man chooses to gaslight me or manipulate me into thinking I'm crazy. I'm going to do my own investigation.
Dee Dee going through the phone too. I could see her face.
Nah, the only time I'm going through a phone is like if I need to like get the grand finale. Like if that's like it. Like it's like okay.
So you already know. You just gotta
I
make
just
sure.
gotta make
Period.
sure. Yeah, like it's like
Period.
I
Then
kinda
why do
have-
it?
No, because it's like I may not have the confirm on it, so I don't know if it's like
Exactly.
100%. So like it's like I'm like building up, and then I'm like, all right, maybe I'm tripping.
So has there ever been a time where you checked his phone and you were like, damn, I am crazy. There ain't shit here.
He probably deleted it.
Hey.
Accountability, boy.
Wow, that's okay.
Like I said, I'm already like 1 foot out the door when I'm looking through that phone, and if I get that
Facts.
confirmation, it's a wrap. Both feet
Facts.
out the door. I'm
But has there
Honestly,
ever been a
truthfully and
time
honestly,
where you
if you
haven't
don't-
seen anything in the phone?
Nah, every single time I looked through the phone, I found what I was looking for.
yeah.
Honest to
Okay.
God. Every single time I looked through the
feel
phone,
like
I found what I was looking
intuition
for.
Is real. Woman intuition is that like is real.
That's
like,
why I do it every time. I don't do it
intuition
unless
is
you give
real.
me a reason, and there's a reason behind everything I do.
Because I'd have been in cupcake world.
I don't think it's possible to look through a phone and not get upset.
Yeah.
It is.
No,
so why
no.
do it? Why
you know
do it to
what?
yourself?
You know what? No, because I've been through a phone, and
the
I've
right
been
moment.
through a phone where there's men talk,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't fault a men for men talk because we also have women talk.
What's the most invaluable lesson you've learned from dating?
Is that humans are humans, and at the end of the day, sometimes people make mistakes, and sometimes people act on certain emotions that they feel in the moment, but that doesn't necessarily make them that person.
Okay.
When you see something about a person, believe it the first time.
Trust
Because
your
there's a
gut.
reason why you see it. Trust your gut.
Okay.
Your gut will never steer you wrong. That little anxiety feeling that you
intuition.
get, like my heart's pounding and I don't know why I feel really weird right now. Even like women, a woman's intuition is everything.
I'd say just because you treat someone a certain way doesn't mean they're gonna treat you the same way back. Kind of like what you said, a human gonna be a human. I realize there's a lot of shitty people out here, but I feel like a lot of people think just because, okay, I'm this way, this person's gonna be this way too.
Right.
And that's why I do believe there's a lot of compromise because the person you meet, you know, it's not ultimately it's not gonna be you 100%. And then people change too. So, you know, they might be this way one day, but you know, a few years down the road, you know, you gotta compromise with that person.
But when y'all say like a human being a human, that sounds like you should be able to forgive them.
Depends what it is.
Because everybody makes mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes, but it depends.
Depends
like,
on what the mistake is.
what the mistake is, the frequency of those mistakes.
Exactly.
Like, if you
The
just a shitty
depth of
person,
those
then-
mistakes.
Well, they also forgive yours too.
But
For sure.
also, too, that doesn't necessarily mean like they're making mistakes. It could just be that human is growing and that human is constantly putting themselves in different positions in life to get to the next level. So if you're in a relationship with somebody and your partner is constantly growing and you're not growing with your partner and y'all are having disconnect, that's like a human, that's a common human interaction.
I think that's a
True,
big problem these days is because one person is always could be elevating in a
Exactly.
relationship, and that other person insecurities start coming
Exactly.
out. They start blaming that person for like,
and
I
that
don't-
goes for what you said with long-term relationships too. It's hard to maintain long-term relationships
Yeah.
because people are constantly growing.
I would say I confuse people with being seasonal to being like
Long-term.
Yeah. So like you can be with a person and it can be really for a season, but then like you're trying to like get them to this point, and really they're just like supposed to teach you a couple of lessons, and you're supposed to let that go.
I got a question for you though. What the ambition got to do with the commitment?
Because if you're ambitious and you're saying you're meeting these people, and then like women who are trying to build with someone, thinking that there's a future, and you have commitment issues, you're considered leading them on.
Nah, I never have ill will. I think my
Commitment issues is ill will. So if you're not willing to work on your commitment issues, that's
I
ill
do
will.
work on it.
Nah, if you're not working on your commitment
I do
issues,
work on it.
No.
Damn.
You got him
Twisted.
going. You got
I'm
him
looking
going.
at both sides. I'm
You
one
got
of
him
those.
going.
I look at both sides.
Yeah, she's looking at both sides.
I have definitely worked on it.
What have you done to work on it?
Right.
The last time.
Taking
what have you-
accountability today,
When's the
y'all.
last time I strung someone along?
Answer the question.
To
The
work
question
on
is,
that.
what are you doing for your inner self-work?
I am more upfront about my intentions.
Okay, you coming to someone and be like, "Hey, man, I got commitment issues."
No,
it's
no,
not
no,
working
no,
on
no,
that.
no.
Okay, what have you done to
I say
change that
I'm-
or work on it? Or you know that's a personality.
I don't put myself in that position. If I could tell she's getting very attached to me, she's liking me a lot, I'm gonna tell it what it is. She could take how she wants that with that
That's not
information.
working on it.
How's that not working on it?
That's not working
Because you're not working through those issues. You're only stopping the triggers as they come.
That's
It's
okay.
getting
So
worse.
say you meet someone, you like him, and he tells you, let's say 2 weeks in, he's like, listen, you cool people, I fuck with you, but I can't commit to something down the road.
You're dead.
Then
You're
you have a problem,
How this be straight
and
up?
you need to go seek therapy.
Okay, look.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay,
Let me
you're
ask you a
like a
question.
person.
Tap that mic. I don't think it's working.
Hold on.
Tap your mic. Do he hear
in
you?
2 weeks. In 2
Do
weeks.
he hear you? Okay.
Hold
It's
on,
on.
one second.
It's on. No,
Sir,
not in this. Not in
You do the same shit.
No, but
Sir.
I'm just saying. Okay.
let me ask you a
Oh, it's
question.
on,
Hold
okay.
on.
Let's hear this.
Do you plan on getting married and having children?
Wait, no, we ain't even gonna go that deep.
Hold
Wait,
on,
time out.
hold on.
Wait, we ain't even gonna go that deep.
Answer the
We ain't even
question.
gonna- we ain't gonna go that deep. We ain't gonna go. Wait.
The problem for you is long term. So the long term question is, do you essentially see yourself having kids and having a marriage?
Hold on,
Yes, I
wait. Let
do.
me say something.
Okay, so with that being said, if
Mm-hmm.
you want to have a long term marriage and relationship with your children and it be healthy and happy,
Mm-hmm.
you would essentially need to work on your issues with your long term attachments.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, you would have to confront those triggers by being in long term relationships so they can highlight what your triggers are.
That's worse. That's worse.
By avoiding it, you are just avoiding
Let me know
the
when I get my
attachment.
turn.
But if I know right now that I can't handle marriage and a kid, why would I go be in a long-term relationship knowing I can't handle it? I'm not trying to do a test run out here.
It's my turn.
You ready for this pressure?
It's my turn.
Please, go ahead.
Yep. Okay, I hear it. Do you hear it?
Let's go.
And don't listen to him because he instigated. He can wait in on this.
Let me turn your volume up real
No,
quick.
but I'm not even coming at you hard. I just
Nah,
want to
go
know.
ahead. I can take it.
Okay. The bad thing about men is African. No. I'm not even gonna say men.
we go.
African American. No. One thing about me is I love my men. I love American men. I love African American men. I love worshiping and making sure that they know that they're in the spot that they're supposed to be in. I love making them feel good. But I know that one thing about African American men is that they do not get the therapy. They do not get the venting. They do not get the talk. They do not get to work on themselves, and that's
I would
because
agree.
society is making it seem like, oh, if you go and try and get help. Get the help.
So this stage in my life right now, I know I'm not ready for a long-term commitment.
Okay.
So would you rather me stay single, work on what I got to do, or go bouncing around
I'm
in
not
different
talking about your
relationships?
relationship
No,
status.
you
Your
need-
relationship status has nothing to do with how you're working and self-reflecting on yourself.
You need
and that's
to
what
do
you're getting
shadow
confused
work.
with.
You
No,
need to
because
do
it's
shadow work.
self-reflection. That's why I say it
I'm
don't have
admitting
nothing
to
to
it
do
right
with what
now,
you're
though.
doing.
Admittance is the first sign
It's
of the problem.
self-reflection and getting the help that
Are
you
your
need in
parents
order to
together?
get to
This
the
is not
bottom.
supposed to be a
Oh my
therapy
God.
session.
No, it's not therapy. I'm just saying, just get the.
This real though. This real.
No,
This
but
real.
I'm just
No,
saying.
but it starts from the beginning. Are your parents together?
No,
My parents
I'm
split when I was
not.
4.
I'm just
Okay,
saying
so
that.
that's a problem. Not a problem, but that is part of it. Are your parents close? Do they talk?
Sweetheart, all
do
I'm
they put
saying
you in the
is-
middle?
I mean, you
need
can't
to
really
work on
change the
some
past.
inner.
I think
You got to
that-
work on
that
some
question
inner
was
all
things.
of
good.
that
Work on those
affects
inner things,
your
and you're gonna end up
commitment
growing.
issues.
What if I just don't want to be in a relationship right now?
No, you can still be single. You can
But
still
that's
do what you're
avoiding
doing. No, you
That's
can
not
still
avoiding
do.
it. I'm working on myself so that when the
I'm
time
not
does
judging your
come,
situation.
I'm a complete person for whoever I'm with.
But are you working specifically on your commitment issue? Just because you're working on yourself, are you working on specifically that problem?
Exactly.
I feel
Just
like
because you solve everything else, like
We're
What
not
are your
coming for your
commitments right
single
now?
thing. We're not coming
What are
at you
your
about
commitments right now
being
in your
single.
life?
work, school, podcast, gym,
Okay.
Do you always go to the gym when you're supposed to go to the gym?
for the most part.
Okay.
You
so
always show up on time when you're supposed to go to the gym.
Yes.
that's
You
good.
always show up to school when you're
So you
supposed
can
to go to
always
school.
show up and get that help.
who?
Damn. There.
Honestly,
You can be
Kaz, I
single.
don't
You
think
can do
your
the things
problem
you
is
want.
abandonment issues. Honest to God.
Damn, who said that?
Nobody said
I
that.
meant commitment issues. I meant commitment.
Nobody said
What? Ain't nobody saying that.
I didn't mean abandonment. I
I
meant
said
commitment.
my parents split when I was 4.
I meant
that is like
commitment.
way.
Yo.
I meant commitment. I don't think your problem is commitment issues.
I do want commitment, not right now.
Okay, but that's good too. You able to tell that person that.
I'm working on this. I'm working on this.
How?
By-
Sway.
How? How sway? How sway? How sway?
Listen, for example, you know, women like a man to be this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on becoming a man to be this. So when I am ready to be in that relationship,
What did you do to work on it?
Specific.
Listen, like I said, I got school. I'm getting my master's right now.
Mm-hmm.
I got work. I'm working on the podcast. I'm staying in the gym. I'm working on my mental, working on everything.
Okay.
I don't want to give a half-ass self to a woman.
Okay.
that
I
I'm
fuck
gonna
with
be-
that.
Okay.
So when I am ready to commit full time,
So you think a career will make you ready to commit?
it will make me in a better position to commit.
Oh, okay.
So you won't have no more commitment issues after you get your career straight. If you say
Yes,
yes,
for sure.
all right,
That
you know what?
could
All
be
right,
something
cool.
that holding a man back if he knows he's not
Women
ready
hold me
to
back right- listen,
provide
women
for a
hold me
woman.
back right now.
If that's the only thing that's holding him back, I could understand that then. If he know he can't really be, because you said you want to
Especially
lead her,
in
But
right?
he
today's
said the
society.
root of his
If he-
issue is commitment issues. If your career is that, then it's not that you have commitment issues. It's that you're not in the right place to be in the relationship that you want to be in.
So he working
That's
on his
not
career.
commitment. That's not commitment issues. That's working towards a goal. That's the difference.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
I
not
agree.
commitment issues. It's something else.
Yeah.
If you're just saying it's just your career, that's
That's
holding
what I
you
was
back,
trying to
then
say.
that's not commitment,
Commitment
issues.
issues.
That's different.
You're just building yourself to be the husband.
You're just not ready for a relationship right now. That's
Right.
just simple.
Yeah.
But that
Because
doesn't
if
mean
you
you
can
have
see
a
yourself
commitment
getting
issue.
married with someone and you just saying that I'm building to be like this person to be
Right.
married to this person, then that's all right. You're building to be a husband. But if you say you have commitment issues, then that's something that you need to work on. That's like somebody saying I got a drinking problem and then I need to work on something else besides the drinking problem. That's what I'm trying to.
Drinking solves problems. I don't know.
I think the honest problem for you, I don't think it's commitment issues. I think you have a problem driving and maintaining a relationship because of
Damn.
No, I feel like you
Your
said it like
area.
No, it's true. I can't maintain a
Wait,
relationship.
hold on.
No,
I
but
ain't
you
gonna
said
lie.
you're building towards being a husband.
I can't agree with that.
After you
'cause
build towards being that husband, do you see yourself
long-term
marrying
relationship.
someone?
He said yes already.
I think what it is like usually when I'm talking to someone, I talk to one person at a time, and I think they start to notice that my regular routine overpowers the time I can spend with them, and then say we'll hang out once a week or whatever, but then they start to realize I can't really give them that, so then
A sneaky link trying to get out of sneaky link to her territory. Oh,
Yeah, she caught your bluff. Oh my god.
that's so cute.
Dang, bro. And you having a field day today.
Red, you like
this
a
your,
book.
This
No,
your
no.
favorite episode.
Oh yes, it is.
Once-
Yes, it
For
is.
once, he's the instigator and you're not.
Because I'm always instigating with him.
Exactly. You're always the instigator.
This was good. Continue. I ain't gonna lie. I thought she was having a flashback, like she was arguing with the man that she had.
Yo, I thought
like
it was
she
your
was dealing
man
with the
for a
man that
second.
had
No,
commitment issues.
damn.
I don't know. Like we can dig into that though.
No.
Oh, you
I
sure?
don't have,
Okay.
No men have commitment issues with this. I'm sorry.
Okay, what have you found? Because you didn't answer that red flag question.
I told you, I don't really know what my real, I know if I see, look, I know if I see.
She did all that. She did all that. Wow.
All right, if you're a cheater, if you're a liar, if you're deceptive, if you're like things like that, I can't vibe with you. But
I'm
like
talking
I
about
said,
your red flags.
that's what I'm saying. Like if I see these things, like real.
Wait a minute, hold on. I'm about to counter you.
Yeah, that's
You
not
talked
your red
about
flags.
the person cheating, the person's red flags,
And
you down.
No, you
What
said
are you working
my,
on?
You said what are my red flags
What
that
are
I
your
see?
red
Oh,
flags?
your red flags. Now she acting like you. Now she acting like
me,
you.
like,
Now
what
she
do I
acting.
do?
It's your
Oh, no, no,
question.
no, no. All right, like I said, I feel like I get no. I really
Over
don't.
here.
No, I thought it was our personal red flags.
Yeah, we talking about you.
I come off too much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very much too much. I give too much all the time.
Get her.
I'm trying to give you all of it. I want to give you all
I'm
of
only
it.
hearing parts.
Very much princess energy.
Yes, I am
Very
definitely
much.
a princess.
That's not a red flag.
Yes, it is.
No, but some people, he coming for me. Don't wait to encounter.
I'm just listening. I'm
Wait till
listening.
encounter. I feel like I give off too much. I give Leo. I'm a Leo.
What?
I'm a Leo.
That sounds like you're trying to give yourself a pass.
No, I'm a Leo. I'm definitely a Leo.
I'm like
look up a Leo.
I don't believe in that. So
I don't
You're
like
a
talking.
Cancer.
Right. Well, y'all cry. You cry? I heard cancers are water bags. No. All right. Never mind. All right. Come back. Alcohol bring out the truth. This is the truth. I'm not.
No, you kind of quiet right now.
Get her.
That past 30 minutes.
get her. Do you take that with pride?
What?
That men are intimidated by you?
No.
Okay.
I wish they wouldn't be, but I just still got to be me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So why would you not work on yourself?
I am working on myself.
So,
I
so a lot
actually,
of men are not intimidated.
What
by
have you done to work on yourself?
I have went to therapy.
Tell me right now.
Because you can't.
I'm only telling you to do things because I'm speaking from experience. That's why I said
I know.
I'm not coming for you.
But-
I'm literally.
That sounds like you're not working on it. Though.
I
You
am.
just said I can't
talked
help
to my
it.
therapist
You
about
just said
it.
I can't help it.
I'm a Leo.
I cannot, but I'm talking to a therapist to try and work on that.
I got a question for you ladies, right? Because we had a girl on the podcast.
Let's get one more.
We had a girl that came on, and she said that a man spent $700 on her on a first date.
What?
And I ain't gonna lie to me.
What's his name?
Whoa.
So I got a question for you. So if a man spends $700 on you on the first date, do you respect him more, or do you view him as a simp?
The amount of the date does not make me view you no type of way. We can go to coffee, and it's about vibes, it's about energy. Like I said, the bad thing about like when people see me on surface level, they think it's like, oh, I gotta wine and dine, and that's why that's the first thing I say. I'll be like, it's not about whining and dining. You can take me to a coffee shop and you can woo me, because your personality, because who you are and how you reveal yourself to me is the real you. Like, it's not about what you like got, because we can get it together. Like, we can work together. We can get it together. It's about your intentions, your long term. If you're a seasonal person or a permanent person, just let me know off the surface right now. Like, don't waste my time. I ain't got time for that, like, at all.
I mean,
So what if a man says he got commitment issues? You could work with that?
what if he say 2 weeks in? I can't.
I'm not fucking with y'all.
Because you said to be straight up.
Yeah, you did.
That's what you said. That's your words. But
That takes a lot if a man does openly say that to you.
I
He's
just
like, y'all
don't
not-
want to answer that question
I ain't gonna lie,
right this moment.
That's
What you-
crazy.
Just at
What are you
this
talking about?
very
I just-
moment.
What you talking about?
I feel like
We just asking.
I feel like the air is like
What's wrong with the air?
Didn't I say like?
Okay.
It's good. What you mean?
Overall, I think it depends on the man. I think if it's like, it depends on the person that I'm trying to see. If I genuinely like him and he's paying $700 on me, we gonna figure out a way to make this work. Because
I feel like
He got trauma. He got trauma.
ain't no
I
way.
don't want a man to spend $700 on me on the first date because I don't really know you. Like, I
That
ain't even gonna
too.
lie to you. Like, I don't
That
want
was
you. No.
good
My
answer.
point
There
for
we
saying,
go.
I'm sorry.
why
I
are you
really don't
spending
want
But she
you-
capping though, but good answer.
No,
I like that PR answer.
I can go spend me. Let me
damn,
stop. My bad. I was about to get
But
real
that's what
with
I'm
it real
saying.
quick.
It depends on the type of man. If I really like you and you're
That's why
spending
I say-
$700 on me, we
This a
either
good
gonna have to
episode.
figure out a way to make this work, or why are you spending $700 on me?
That's why I said I don't want that. I want us to meet up. Let's get coffee. You feel like you ain't lost nothing. You feel like it's whatever. And I'm gonna get to see the real you. A dude that's spending $700, he gonna come in there ducked and tucked. He finna have his suit on. He finna be like the best man he ever been because he trying to bring his best. Because he think he finna get him some that night. $700. You can't tell no man that's spending $700 that
Exactly.
he's not getting none that
So
night.
you think you're
sir,
gonna fuck tonight?
No.
You think you're
I don't
gonna?
think
I'm
you
not
got
gonna
it.
have
even-
sex.
I'm not
So if a
even-
man spends $700 on you, would you
He
feel
is
inclined like, damn, I
absolutely
gotta
expecting
give
sex.
some? No.
On the first
That's not the
date.
question I'm asking. I'm asking, do you feel like you are required to give
Well,
him
that's
some?
why I said it depends on the type of man you're going to see.
Someone on their first date take me on because that's like so much to take out of your life on a first date. Now, if I'm vibing with you and I'm seeing that it's getting somewhere, and then we get to that point, then it's like, all right, because if I feel like that, then. But if I'm going to Ruth Chris and then you come in here and you got a McDonald's budget, don't expect me to bow myself down to McDonald's. I need both of us to be Ruth Chris.
You can still have a good time with McDonald's.
Why do I have
can
to lower
still-
myself
it's the
to
person,
your
right?
standard?
What you mean? It's the
My
person.
stomach is gonna be.
You knew who
hurting
I
after
was when you
McDonald's.
met me. You knew who I was
Wait,
when
wait,
you
wait,
met
hold on,
me.
hold on. Time out, time out.
They got the
Time out.
McCafe.
You like the meals that they
Let's
give you,
go to
or you like the
Pollo.
man? Answer that. Yeah, that's a tough
I
question.
like the man.
You like the meals
But the
that he
man
give you, or
knew
you
who
like
I
the
was
That's what I'm
before he
saying.
met me.
No, you're a real man. That's why I say, like, when our first
You have a good time at McDonald's with a man that you like.
How much you spend on a coffee date?
$15?
25 maybe. It depends on how expensive
All right,
the
the
coffee
same
is.
amount that you would spend at McDonald's. I'm not going to McDonald's. I'm sorry. McDonald's make my stomach hurt. I'm sorry. I'm not that type of. I'd rather cook at home. I'm cooking. But I'm just saying, like, all right, I go to a coffee. That's why I say coffee. Like, go to coffee.
Yeah.
Go to a smoothie place. Go to somewhere that's not that expensive. And then you can have one-on-one. $1 million men don't even spend $700 on a meal.
Like, that's giving very much like front. Like,
they
I'm a
get it for free.
scammer. Like, I'm trying to show off so you can like me type of thing. Like,
No dude is happy
Lead in
about
with your
paying a
wallet.
$700
no
bill.
man. Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't care how much money you're going to
I ain't
pay.
gonna lie, that's facts.
All right, we gonna end with this. We got one more.
Let's elevate it a little bit, because you know everybody got a price, right? What if
Whoa, what you mean?
What if he offered a?
What you mean?
What if he offered a
Everybody,
fly
you got a price? What's your
out?
price?
What if we offered
What's
a
your
fly-
price?
I'm not.
Can I
what's
ask
your
my
price?
question?
I'm not
No, what's your
flying
price?
nobody
You said
nowhere.
everybody got a
I'm not
price. What's
going
your
nowhere
price?
on nobody flight. On a first date? Are you kidding me? I don't even know you.
Fly somebody out.
No, I'm not flying
Okay.
nobody out.
What's your price?
I don't have a price.
Okay, so why you say everybody got a price?
Well, I'm not like everybody else.
Okay, but you saying everybody
I'm
got
really
a
not.
price.
A lot of people think
That's
I'm very-
inclusive of everyone.
Okay.
I'm a simple man.
I'm a simple man.
For real.
You're a simple man.
Simple.
Simple.
Simple. Yo, you.
Or
But
some,
look, the
some
one
women
he's
like a challenge.
interested in, the one he was interested in, that didn't have no that gives non-committal.
Ooh.
So I mean,
Yo,
I
she
feel like
reading
you having a type. So I mean, I'm
Damn.
You done?
You a psychic? What the fuck? Like, yo, that's, hold up.
You having a ball this episode. you been waiting for this. You have been waiting for
Hey,
this.
yo.
It's only right.
I feel like it's only gonna be like a
It was
2-second
deserved.
podcast.
Oh no, we're gonna keep it in.
But some women do like a challenge.
Some women do like a
They
challenge.
do. They do.
But
Men don't like to be challenged by women.
that
No. I mean, like if he has commitment issues, like a woman be like, "Oh, I could change him. Like he gonna commit to this
Actually,
girl."
No
I-
woman can change nobody. Nobody
No, but I'm
can
saying
go
some
in there.
women do
No,
like a
that's a
challenge.
dumb thought.
Actually, I do
Don't
like to be
ever think you could
challenged.
change anybody.
I
no.
do like to be
That-
challenged.
that-
Don't ever think you could change anybody.
And you know this because all the women I deal with are not easy women.
What do you mean by easy?
Like I always go for women that I'm not supposed to have. Like
You always go
I'm-
for
I'm-
women that don't want commitment.
who are very strong-minded, have a strong opinion on things.
Nah, you definitely go for women that you're compatible with. You know
Yeah, but I'm saying
what
not
does King
easy.
Tetra say? Your niche.
Yeah.
Like you know the type of women
But that's
that are into.
that's
you.
because I'm strong-minded too. So I don't go for easy women where I know like, all right, this pussy easy. Like I'm gonna get that real quick.
I hope
real.
not. I hope no man goes for
A
the
lot
easy.
of men do.
Yeah.
A lot of men do.
They're not strong in like. I mean, they're not easy in giving pussy out, but they're very strong minded. Like,
Yeah, they challenge me.
yeah.
which is good. I think honestly, overall, I think what you said was good. I think that you just are ready, which is what you said. I just think that you are more self-serving right now, which as you should be because you're young. And I think that if the more that you challenge yourself to be pushed in the relationship will just expose, it allows yourself to give you grace for the things that you are going through in your relationships, your triggers. So that's why I was saying that you don't necessarily have to be in a long-term relationship, but you should still go through the process of maybe like a situation or like
Oh, I do.
little things here and there that highlight your triggers to help you heal.
Anything you
Kaz,
gotta promote?
Nobody is worried about you, Kaz. You are like
know,
the
I'm
most
good.
wholesome person I fucking know.
Oh, okay, that's okay. We're just gonna clip that right there, and that's the whole episode.
I was lying.
I'm gonna cut that out.
Before that's after college.
Yeah, college I had. We ain't gonna talk about next episode.
And we're not gonna
Next
talk about
episode.
college.
Next episode.
Do you think that you are more attracted to women that either A, provide a nurturing motherly sense, or B, a woman that brings something to the table? Like
a
a
motherly sense brings something to the table.
Okay, but like, let's
It's too
say
different.
she
What if
doesn't
she-
really have ambition, but you know she would be a great mom. But
What-
let's say you find another woman that also has great ambition, but she's not. She probably wouldn't be the best nurturing motherly person.
Well, what is she bringing to the table?
She's bringing her ambition. She has money. She has her own everything. She has a nice car. She has dollars to her name.
Then I'd rather take the motherly one.
So you would rather? So the motherly one doesn't have no job.
I like
she
ambition, but
has kids already, and she she's a great mother, and she will always be a great mother to
I
your
mean,
kids.
you ain't say she had kids already.
She
said
had kids
She said she got
already.
motherly traits.
Well, how would you know that
Yeah.
she has motherly traits if she doesn't have kids?
Right.
Now you can tell if a woman is nurturing, just off
so
of
let's
how
say
she
she's
takes care of
nurturing.
you.
Well,
She's nurturing.
I'd rather have the nurturing than the material stuff. that don't do nothing for
ambitious
me.
woman can be nurturing to her man, but not as nurturing to a child.
That's true.
I mean, in that sense, I'd rather have that because I'm ambitious too. So I don't really need your cars and all that extra stuff. That don't
want
really
the
do.
mother.
Like if you got all that, but you a shitty person, that does nothing for me.
So would you go the traditional route, or would you rather be 50-50?
Which one would you do?
Well, it
Who's
depends
gonna
on
be
which one.
working
If
with
it's
you?
the nurturing one, then I'd say traditional because if you ambitious and you don't want to take care of the kids, then who gonna take care of the kids?
Right.
Whereas if you're the ambitious one, then I'd say more 50-50 because we both got it like that. So that's just gonna naturally work out better.
So
Let's-
you'll go with the one
About
with the
you.
kids.
Yeah.
And you'll go with the one with the ambition. You'll go with the one with the kids.
I'll go with the one. You said the motherly. I'm gonna go with the one with the mother traits.
Okay. I have another good question. Would you date a woman with kids and essentially probably make her your wife?
Wait,
That's
wait,
his
no,
type.
No. Go
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it. I was
Okay,
no.
I didn't
That's
know
his
that.
type.
I didn't know that.
All right, so to come full circle, from your
32
rant-
and up with kids, that's his type.
Okay. Why?
That's his type.
Why? We need the
That's
reasons.
his type. And 32,
We need
I'm
reasons.
being generous. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
That's the youngest at minimum.
Really,
Nah,
is,
wow,
really
with you.
is, it's
That
like
one.
really it's like 35.
yeah, the older. I don't know
why?
why, but just matter of fact, no, I do know why. I do know why.
Because you
Well,
think the more
No, because
mature.
women
So-
this age just are very selfish and just, especially
the-
down
the-
here,
the-
boats
not-
and money and
Not
Yeah.
necessarily the kids part of it. I don't go looking for women with kids.
right.
They just end
Are
up having
more
a kid.
responsible.
I have a very mature mentality.
Yeah.
So I just attract those women. Like I'll meet them and like they'll look a little bit older, but a lot of the ones they don't look like sugar mamas. They
Right.
just, they just look like average ground meeting.
Wait,
What the hell you gotta say that?
What the fuck is she gonna
here we
counteract?
go. Here we go. Go ahead. He's
I
serious.
don't understand.
Nah, you
No,
got
let
it.
her
Nah,
finish. Go
you
ahead.
can't just do that.
Finish.
You can't just do
Oh,
that.
we'll get to you.
And then she'll
Yo,
get to her point.
go off. Don't,
So I'll
for
meet
real.
a lot and they'll look like they're like 29, maybe 30, which I could work with, and then they end up being like 37. And then naturally, like our mindsets just click because, like I said, I have a mature mentality. I prefer a woman who's more nurturing in that sense than a girl who's my age trying to party and go on boats and shit. So naturally, we just click like that. But obviously, that age gap is there. So again, long term, that's things I think about.
Everybody has a kid.
Do you feel
Is
like
that enough for you?
do you feel like you're using that as an excuse, like an escape?
Shut your ass up. We done.
No, hold on. That's
No,
a real.
answer the question.
Boom,
We'll end on
that's
that.
an answer to.
Answer the question. We'll end on that.
It's
How
not
sweat-
an
no, I'm
escape.
joking.
I'd prefer not to deal with that. That's just how it happens.
Okay, let's just say you meet a woman, right?
Whew, here we go. Yo, she was
We ain't
here.
never going
She was
this.
quiet too.
We ain't
She was
never going
quiet. I
this.
know she had to say something.
But all right,
Just
let's
say
just say
it.
you meet a woman and she don't have no kids or whatever. And and whatever. Would you still have your commitment issues?
Anyway,
Please.
thank you for coming, everybody. Thank you. We'll see you next time.
I'm sorry.
Kaz has
appreciate
commitment
y'all.
issues. Don't forget
Right.
that.
That's going to
Love
be the
y'all.
titled episode.
Peace.
Peace.